Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together, and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. And we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction so they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly up. And guys, on the weekend, we're the only game in town. But this is Labor Day weekend. So we know going from Sunday into Monday, we're going to get a slight pump. We can look at the repo and easily see that. So guys, make sure you're getting yourselves in position. And September will be a volatile month. And yes, it will. We have Trump, we have the Fed, and then we have other movies going on. And we know from history, September and November are always crazy months. And I think in the month of October, we have Hebrew New Year. Check that, but I think I'm correct. But September is going to start off the climax of this movie. And remember, guys, this movie is going to last 3 to 5 years. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. And we're definitely going to go over that later. But guys, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are up on Friday. We had the dollar, which was up on Friday. We have volume and crypto down. As I'm doing this video, and then of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $433 billion. And as we can see, the repo just keeps going up. Plus, we know Janet Yellen is behind the curtain, pushing money into the system. Remember, they only need a few more months to hold this thing up. And then whoever becomes president is going to take that blame. We've seen the movie before. And 0% interest. Is that gone for good? Yes. The reason why it's gone for good, because everything is going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And then plus, a lot of this government spending is going to go away. The United States World Reserve Currency title is going to go away. And this was a plan. It moves in phases. A lot of people think that this happens overnight. No, this is a plan. We've already seen the simulation doing the C word. In order to keep the sheep asleep, you move in stages, so therefore they'll never know until the end. And if you're giving them free money, they're going to be happy until they find out the agenda. We saw that during the C word. Yes, they gave them money, but with all this inflation, they took back 100 times. We know if you take anything from the government, they're going to get it back 100 times fold. So if you allow the government to feed you, they're going to starve you. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs. We have BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale all down at close. Make sure you're watching the Bitcoin and Ethereum spot ETFs, inflows and outflows. Now getting over into the crypto news. We have AIs are now paying other AIs with crypto. And I've been saying it for years, wrote about it. that the robots, algorithms, and drones were about to take over the economy and pay each other with crypto. So therefore, it's not a human involved. And that's why I told you Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was there to give you the truth. He's going to go down as a hero. Remember, he only got 5 or 8% of the vote because he was telling the truth. We can hear it from Kamala. She's always lying. Trump always lying. But Robert F. Kennedy Jr. gave you the truth, and we know people don't like the truth because it hurts. And even when you're conscious, the truth hurts, but we'd rather stay in the light so we don't fall for the devil's tricks. But anytime they're giving us information now, they've been paying each other with crypto a long time ago. They give us the news to let us know they're about to crank it up. So I suggest, if you're not in the lab, get in the lab and get yourselves prepared. I've done a Patreon video. It's going to be out in a few hours after this one launches. Make sure you sit back with your friends and family and watch it, because it's so important, because I'm going through all the phases, all the crazy stuff that's going on right now in the world, but it's all connected in order to get us moved over to the fourth industrial revolution. The NWO is in control of all sectors of the economy. And when you're breaking up the legacy market, now we're hearing about the fix. AI is going to be the fix for all the issues that are going on. It's going to make things faster. It's going to make things cheaper. But then also, it's going to take humanity out the workforce. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. Long COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.